How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to talk about some playoffs. Today we're going to talk about games two. Knicks, Rangers, both teams are up 2-0. It feels like 1994 all over again.
Sure does.
We're getting that feeling. This is Jason Guido, guys. We're back at it once again. Jason, how are you?
Good. How you doing, Mike, today?
I'm doing great, man. We can't complain. One of the
Yeah, no,
best
we
months of
can't.
the year for sports fans like us.
It
So,
sure is.
yeah, so the Knicks role players that stepped up once again. Jalen Brunson didn't have a good game again, but that lucky three-point shot that went in was big time, so he redeemed himself in the fourth quarter. The Sixers, once again, they had a chance to leave the Garden with a victory, but they didn't.
Mm.
And now we're saying that the officials, they missed out on a call. They ended up regretting it. So, but we got to give credit where credit's due. Josh Hart, he's the heartbeat of this team. 21 points. Hardenstein, he was huge. He had 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks. DiVincenzo, 19 points, 4 out of 8 from downtown. Knicks going back to Philly, 2-0. Take it from there.
Yeah, sure. So again, we knew the Sixers were gonna play it change their game up for the second game, and they did. They didn't get out rebounded. The offensive rebounds were 10 for the Sixers and 12 for the Knicks. So that was a complete turnaround from the 22 they had in the game one for the Knicks. And the defensive rebounds were even, 34 apiece. Maxey again had a big game. Embiid, of course, had another big game, even though he's hobbled. Um, you know, with the again, the Knicks, the Brunson was forced. With the Sixers are putting up, throwing all kinds of plays at Brunson, having him go, trying to prevent him from go right. When he wants to go to the basket, he likes to go right to the basket on the right side of his hand and to the right side of the basket. The Sixers have a whole game plan where they're like, okay, no, we're not going to let you get to the rim going to the right. We're going to make you either go to the left or you're going to be guarded or we want you to pass that ball off. And it's been very effective for the Sixers to slow Brunson down. As for the end of the game, which is the controversy in the game, yes, Maxey was fouled. Again, there were about two fouls on each side during that scramble, in my opinion. First of all, when the ball was inbounded after the Brunson three-pointer, which, as you mentioned, went off the rim and into the net, it looked like Maxey pushed off. That should have been an offensive foul. Now I know they're probably not going to call that, but then the ball was loose. He got hit in the head. He was on the floor, Maxey, and they didn't call the foul. The ball was recovered. It was shot by DiLorenzo, which was a miss. Hartstein got the rebound. He was fouled, which was good for the Knicks. They didn't call it. He got the ball to OG, who got it to DiLorenzo and DiVincenzo. I'm sorry, DiVincenzo, and he hit the 3-pointer for the Knicks to take the lead. So again, there were a few fouls on both uh, teams near the end of the game there, in my opinion.
Yeah, Philadelphia locker room. I know they was fuming. They was very pissed. Joel Embiid, you saw his reaction. He said that Philly should have been up 2-0, and then he made it a declaration that they're gonna win the series. So now he's gonna have to back it up on the court.
Yeah, I love when they do stuff like that. So if they lose the series, the 76ers are going to get rid of him? I don't think so. So that's a lot of gamesmanship in my part. And I'll tell you something else that I think is going to happen now. So since there's so much problems with the officiating, quote unquote, now I think we're going to see what the NBA doesn't want or what the fans don't want, which is you're going to see more free throws in the fourth quarter. They're not going to let them be more like so. It's always the whole balance of okay, well we'll let them play defense, and then there's a complaint by the teams that they're fouling me, and then when there's too many fouls, they're like, oh well, we're playing good defense. You're putting them at the free throw line. So now I think in Game 3 in Philadelphia, um, I think we're going to see more fouls called on both teams, and we'll see way more free throws. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, game three is gonna be very pivotal. So We'll see
And
how this will play out.
yeah, and also like I was looking at the Knicks are already 4.5 point underdogs, so they're expecting Philly to come out with a game 3 victory. That worries me, but we'll see. I mean, you got to play the game.
All right, now let's go to Capitals Rangers.
Capitals,
Rangers won
Rangers.
last night, 4-3. Keandre Miller's goal became the most important goal of the night. If it wasn't for that goal, that game could have gone to overtime. This game was a battle. It was wild. Um, the Rangers, they managed to hang on and win this game. Mika Zibanejad, Vincent Trocheck, they scored goals for the Rangers. Washington was playing great the first two periods. But then the third period, it was mostly the Rangers. But Keandre Miller's goal was big time. It was very,
All
very
right.
much needed. And now the Rangers, who have problems on the road, especially in Washington, they're gonna have to win on the road. So take it from there.
Okay. So again, the Rangers they got off to a slow start. I seen it coming. Um, they weren't forechecking. They looked off. They looked like their game was off. That they weren't skating. Um, Washington dumped the puck and got the first goal. So they were already in the hole. I was already unhappy with the Rangers play. The Rangers turned it up. They tied the game a few minutes later, about 10 minutes into the first period. Um, they got another power play goal after that. And everything was going fine. And then the Rangers took too many penalties. Um, Washington is not a big scoring team, so you gave them. They got two power play goals. Um, And then the worst part of when it was in the third period, when it was the Rangers were leading 4-2, was the Rangers were on the power play, and they took too many men on the ice power play. That's unacceptable in the regular season or especially in the playoffs, which gave the took them off the power play, and the Capitals went on the power play and scored the third goal. And from there it was you know mayhem the last 6 or 7 minutes of the game. They pulled the goalie. The Rangers had a chance to win it with the empty, go up get another goal with an empty net. But they made a lot of mistakes. I was not happy with the defensive coverage. I felt that they made a lot of, trying to push the puck up the ice. The pass isn't there. It was getting blocked. Instead of skating it out, they're trying to pass it out, and it kept them in all kinds of trouble. But again, Shazirkin was good when he had to be, and they were able to get the 4-3 win at the end of the game.
Yeah, the Rangers can't afford to get sloppy against any team. It doesn't matter if the team is not good or great, they can get sloppy, especially on defense. So they had to play way better coming into game 3.
And then also I want to add in also Washington's adjustment was in game 2 was they got a lot more plays to the net. Like you could physically see like both the power play goal and the first goal, you could see that was off just going to the net with the puck. Even the first power play goal when they pretty much crashed the net and they just went to the net with force and tried to deflect the puck and it worked. And those 3 goals were all based off of going to the net, screening the goaltender and deflecting the puck if necessary. And that's how I assume they're gonna play again in game 3 on Friday night.